Well, in today's video, I am giving you all a look at my new project that I'm doing here, which is basically an off-grid arcade slash golf simulator that I'm building on my property here that I have in Texas. So let me give you a quick walkthrough of what I got going here. So this is the building right here that I brought in. It was prefabricated and they just brought it in and dropped it off here, and I built the steps and I built a little patio off the back there, which you'll see in a second. Just to give you an idea of the cost, this structure here, which is a total of 28 feet long and 16 feet wide, and the inside is actually 24 feet long. It's got a little 4-foot deck here. Total cost for this was a little less than $17,000 delivered. So let's walk in and show you what we got going here. So this is the room. And what I'm going to do is this section, this like 3/4 of the building in this direction is going to be the golf simulator. I'm going to remove this loft right here so we have super high ceilings. Ceilings are about 13 feet tall. So got to remove that because basically you're going to be hitting about 10 feet away from that wall, and you don't want your golf club to hit this up here. So I'm going to remove that out altogether. This is all going to be AstroTurf on the ground, maybe some putting cups back there. And then this side of the room is going to have some arcade games, probably 2 on this side, 2 on this side, big screen TV to watch games or see your swing data. This loft up here is going to be removed as well. I actually asked them to remove it originally and not even build it, but I guess to ship it, to drive it on the highway, they have to have this as a structure, as a support to keep it from falling over, I guess, or bending. So I got to take that down myself, which will be fun. And I'm going to be doing all of the electrical outlets wiring here in the next probably 2 weeks. This is a mini split 12K BTU system EG4. Love these products, DIY friendly. I can install it myself. That'll be up on the wall right here, at least the head unit, and then the outdoor unit will be on the back of that wall. It'll run, I believe it's just a double pole 20 amp breaker to run that thing. So that's the inside of it. I'm gonna have to insulate it obviously and insulate the roof or the ceiling. So I still got probably 60 days of work in here before this thing is done, and I don't do this for a living full time, so I gotta do this in between real work, which is just a few hours a day and then maybe 8 hours on the weekend. And here's what's gonna be powering it. So we got the FlexBoss 18 from EG4, probably a little bit of an overkill. This can do 10,000 watts continuous from the battery only, 13,000 watts to your AC loads if you have solar present as well. Definitely overkill, I think, for this building because my electrical usage is probably going to be only about 400 watts when all the video games are running. The computer that's going to be running here, that's going to be running the golf simulator, probably at the most 400 or 500 watts if it's really running high power. So that's 1,000 watts right there. The mini split's probably going to pull, I don't know, another 1,000 when it's running, 1,000 watts. So what are we up to? About 2,500 watts. Then I'll have a small refrigerator in here probably for drinks at, what'll that pull, probably maybe 150, 180 watts. So I don't see myself pulling more than 3,000 watts max at any one time. So it is a little bit of an overkill, but I needed the outdoor rated enclosure because I did not want to put this inside. It was going to take up room, and I want all of this space available for the golf simulator to make the screen as wide as possible. So I'm going to get about a 15-foot wide screen by about 8 feet tall. Going with the EG4 all-weather 14.3 kilowatt hour battery. So this runs about $4,000 right now. Batteries are always the most expensive part of the system. It seems like this is probably about $3,500, I believe, right now for the FlexBoss 18. And then the conduit box runs around $100. Then this is the electric panel that I have. I still got to add circuits to it, but that'll be powering the entire game room here. I am going to have a grid connection as backup only. I doubt I'm going to ever touch grid. So I built this little patio out here because I wanted to put the battery outside, and it is south facing, so I do get some sun, but I've got a lot of shade from the trees. But just to be safe, I was going to have a bunch of water coming off the roof, running right on top of the units. I didn't want that, so I bought this little shade waterproof canopy here off Amazon that was like, I think it was like 40 bucks, but that should work perfectly to shade it and keep water off it. Now let's go check out the solar panels. I'll show you what I've got going with that. Well, let me show you how it's wired first. So what I've got here is 3 different conduits. This is going to be internet that's coming from a house that's kind of in the distance out there. You can kind of see it way over there where my truck is. So we've got an Ethernet cable in here. This one is the solar panel wires. The PV wires coming from the solar array, which I'll show in a minute. This is the grid backup connection that's going into the inverter. There's a 90 amp pass through on here if you ever really needed to push a lot of power through it, but I am not going to need that. I added the stickers here just so people understand, hey, watch out, this is electrical equipment. So those conduits you saw pop up there on that patio where the battery and inverter are, it's buried in the ground right here. I had to use a rock saw because I'm in Texas, so you see all the rock pieces that got brought up from that rock saw. And the conduit runs all the way to this solar array right here that I haven't quite finished yet. It's about 200 feet to the solar array here. And you see quite a bit of rows here of solar panels, but those first 2 rows back there are for that pump house that powers our well. These 5 panels are going to be powering the game room over there. And then another 4 panels right here. It's going to total of about 3,000 watts. Here's my security guard. And here's kind of what I've got going with these solar panels here. I'm using the Power Field Energy, the ballast style racks. I love these things for Texas. I mean, you see how rocky my soil is. So you really don't want to drill into the ground here. But just fill them with rocks, which I did from rocks just on my property. Add 100 pounds or so, maybe a little bit more. And they just slide onto these racks. Kind of just slide into a little gap right here in the plastic. And there's little clips on the front edge. Kind of hard to see, but God, it's so easy to install these things. It's ridiculous. And I'll have a PDF you can download for free where I go into all the equipment I used on this with links to it and any discount codes. So this is where that conduit pops up that goes all the way back to the inverter. I'm gonna basically cut this pipe off right here, mount a box, put a DC isolator switch here where I can flip on and off, right? Turn the power from going from the solar panels back to the inverter. I'll add a ground wire on the back here. So I've only got 2 more panels to install, this one right here, and then 1 more that lays across on top of these, and obviously add more rocks to this. But then the backup power that I showed you, the grid, is also buried in the ground right here. And you can see I haven't even buried the pipes totally yet. So this 1-inch gray PVC is gonna be the grid backup. You see it just kind of coiled here and left on the ground. I'll be installing that into this electrical panel right here where I've got plenty of space on the bus bars there to add a 50 amp breaker. You're probably wondering why I have another pipe in there, that white one. That's just a water line that we stubbed up right here, just in case we want to add water way down there. We may do that at some point, but for now it's not needed. But hey, the trench was open. It was only a couple $100 to drop some PVC in there in case we wanted water out there at some point, which we may. So that's the project right now. I'll make another video here as I make some more progress on the inside. But I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think. I don't think I've seen anybody else do a kind of a off-grid game room like I'm doing here, powered by solar only. So pretty fun project. Anyway guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I put out the next video on this thing.